Popping this up on your screen, it is a live look over New York City as we are following some breaking news at this hour. The U.S. Secret Service saying it dismantled a network of electronic devices located throughout the New York tri-state area that were used to conduct multiple telecommunications-related threats directed towards senior U.S. government officials, which represented an imminent threat to the agency's protective operations.
Is Matt McCool, and I'm the special agent in charge of the Secret Service New York Field Office. We are making this announcement as a matter of public interest given timing, amount, and concentration of material recovered during a recent Secret Service Protective Intelligence investigation. Following multiple telecommunications-related imminent threats directed towards senior U.S. government officials this spring, the U.S. Secret Service began a protective intelligence investigation to determine the extent and impact these threats could have on protective operations. This was a difficult and complex effort to identify the source of these fraudulent calls and the impact on the Secret Service protective mission. During this period, we leveraged technical assistance and support of federal partners, including Homeland Security Investigations, the Department of Justice, and the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. We also received phenomenal support from our state and local law enforcement partners, to include the NYPD. The investigation led us to the New York tri-state area, where investigators discovered tens of thousands of co-located and networked cellular devices capable of carrying out nefarious telecommunications attacks. These devices allowed anonymous encrypted communications between potential threat actors and criminal enterprises, enabling criminal organizations to operate undetected. This network had the potential to disable cell phone towers and essentially shut down the cellular network in New York City. These devices were concentrated within 35 miles of the global meeting of the United Nations General Assembly, now underway in New York City. Given the timing, location, and proximity, and potential for significant disruptions to the New York telecom system, we moved quickly to disrupt this network. To be clear, these recovered devices no longer pose a threat to the New York tri-state area. We will continue working towards identifying those responsible and their intent, including whether their plan was to disrupt the UN General Assembly and communications of government and emergency personnel during the official visit of world leaders in and around New York City. Forensic examinations of the equivalent of 100,000 cell phones worth of data is underway. Early analysis indicates cellular communications between foreign actors and individuals that are known to federal law enforcement. Given the sensitivity and complexity of this investigation, we are not able to go into specifics at this time. This is an open and active investigation, and we have no arrest to announce today. Rather, this announcement is designed to safeguard critical infrastructure and responsibly provide the public what we can at this time. The Secret Service will continue to run down all leads until we fully understand the intent of the operation and identify those responsible.
Our country will always be under a grave threat from other countries, other people that just hate America and what we stand for. I think about so many things every time I listen to things I hear on the news while people are speaking. And I pay attention to every single thing they're saying, and then also start thinking of, okay, I try to think of my security and law enforcement training I've had through the military, through special training I've had through a protection agency that I went through, and so many things I've learned outside of that, as well as trying to think like the enemy, trying to think like a horrible, evil person, so that way we can figure out ways to prevent those evil people from doing things again. And my take on this is, okay, for the Secret Service to come out and present this to the American people and say, hey, this is what we caught, this is what we found, we have no arrests, but we're letting the American people, we're letting the public know. Now, are they going to actually tell us who is responsible when they do find somebody? There has to be hair fibers, fingerprints, something from that location. Even the data they found, computers, tracing, who entered what. I mean, there's so many things now in 2025. It's not easy to be a criminal. People are trying to be above the law, trying to be above what law enforcement can do. And this is what makes it very hard to be in law enforcement or any type of security for this country, because we have to start adapting and learning different ways to make sure we are ahead of the criminals. And in this instance, I mean, was there a plan to disrupt some type of communication only 35 miles away from where the UN meeting was going to be? I didn't even know there was going to be a meeting. But we're definitely going to be following up on this and figure out, what more news we get from this, from the Secret Service, FBI, or anybody, from the president himself. Who knows? But let's keep watch of what's bound to happen with this situation. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. Till next time, this one's for Charlie.